Oh, no, no, no. There we go. God damn it. I suck with this.
What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in again. This is Active Reload episode number 10. I know last week I said it was, but I was just dumb and wrong. That was episode number 9. Tonight, as you can see, we still have me and ArCtyC. Gandhi and DeFace weren't able to make it, though, so in their place is Uleet and TheScarr. And our guest for the week is GoldGlove, as I'm sure you guys all know him on YouTube. Pretty damn big on there.
What's up, guys?
And we're going to start off now. We're going to talk a little bit about the Zeta playlist and its effect on the game and how it's been going. So whoever wants to... What the hell was that?
What?
Something just came through your mic, Gili.
Me?
Yeah, anyway, whoever wants to start off talking about Zeta, Manny, ArCtyC, Uleet, GoldGlove, whoever wants to do it, go ahead.
I just got out of Zeta right before the shows. I played my first Zeta King, and I'm loving it, man. I did a commentary over it on YouTube and played it here a little bit on and off, but I love it, man. It feels, you know, I think a lot of people mistake right now that we want Gears of War 1 back, and it's like I don't really care for the retro and the sawed off and the hammer burster end gameplay.
Yeah.
In terms of like ranked gameplay or whatever, but you know, most of us know that competitive settings are Lancer Nasher. So even if you know, it got to competitive mode for those wouldn't even be in contention as of right now. But the key component that I think that a lot of people kind of mistake where we want some reminiscence of Gears 1 is that we don't want stopping power. So I feel like it's like a crutch. Like it was put into Gears 2 to kind of buff the Lancer and make it less of a shotgun fest on Gears 1. But again, and you know, we always talk about this, competitive Gears was not a Nasher only game. It was not. I mean, it was a lot of crossfire, a lot of teamwork, a lot of Lancer play, and Zeta's kind of bringing that back for a lot of us. And I mean, for me, it's just I like being able to move. I don't like just stopping in place because of the Lancer or, you know, one guy holding back 3 people, because it's just not, that's not realistic. I mean, so
I know.
That's one of the reasons I like Zeta. It's phenomenal.
Now, the issue that I ran into when I was playing with Zeta is just I'm so used to kind of the new way Gears is supposed to be played, like Gears 3, with stopping power. Did you guys ever... I mean, for me, it was just like I have to relearn how to play without stopping power. That's kind of how I felt when I was playing the Zeta playlist. I'm not sure if you guys felt the same way, but...
Oh, no, of course. I felt like that... what was it, the other day? Me and Manny, we got into a scrim, but we were playing Zeta for about 2.5 hours. Then we hop in a scrim, and we're just getting torn apart by active reloaded Lancers and stopping power. And it was just wild. I don't know. I couldn't handle it. I got destroyed.
I did notice. Crazy. Yeah, I did notice that. Like, I was kind of second guessing where I should be spatially with the Lancer. Like, I didn't know how far I needed to be in order to get it down before someone could pop me with a shotgun. So that was a little bit different. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now, do you guys actually?
To me personally, I didn't really see that I didn't really notice at first that Zeta was so different from the other game types until, just like Kenny was just saying, we went in there just to warm up our shotties and just getting used to the style of play, and then we hop right into a King of the Hill match, and it was just instant slow. It was like you just had to stop running. There was nothing you could even do to go ahead and just make those clutch plays or anything else. It's like, just with Zeta, it makes the game so much more diverse. It's just being able to just go ahead and call a strat differently and actually have setups. The most annoying thing is when someone pulls out a Lancer and starts strafing in front of you. Like, don't worry, I know I'm going to down you either way, so let's have some fun. Like, that's when you know the game is in a sad state, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But is the damage on the Lancer still the same, though?
The damage is the same. Pete claims that it's not. He said it's not because people questioned it. But it does seem a little stronger. I can't really. It could just be me, you know, confusing myself. But it's supposed to be the same damage as usual, just no active reload, you know, buff. Except you reload faster. That's about it.
Does it shoot faster after you reload, too?
I think so.
I think it does,
looked
right?
like it.
Yeah, it looked like it and sounds like it when it does that really, you know, fast bullet sound, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Sounds like a minigun going
That's what
off.
I was thinking, too. I thought it was going pretty fast. I mean, I still outstrafed somebody on Zeta, but I thought the damage with the Lancer was also debuffed. Like, I know the active reload has gone from shotguns as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gone from a lot. Pete just said in the chat, same firing rate. The active reload doesn't boost the speed of how you shoot, so I guess it's just the audio, so it makes it sound like it is, but it's really not. You know, it just sounds like it's shooting
okay.
faster, I guess. I don't know, because it still sounds different when you active reload and shoot it.
Still has the headshot damage multiplier. Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, after talking a little bit, I mean, I did talk to Pete Nub on Twitter. Skyless in the background.
Yeah.
I know I was talking to Pete Nub on Twitter, and I was telling him, you know, why you got to get everybody's hopes up? You're just gonna break their hearts, you know, once it goes away, and we can't compete with, you know, no stopping power and such. And he was saying, you know, you gotta crawl before you can walk. And Cliffy is actually pleased with all the positive feedback he's been getting on it. So I guess it went from, you know, like a distant dream to like an actual close reality. Like it might actually happen, like that whole toggle I was talking about in private matches. I think that's what's gonna happen, even if it's in. Even if. That's it.
I wish.
Yeah.
Now, is it going
That
to
would
just
be
be?
awesome.
Are you guys talking like no stopping power toggle or a Zeta toggle?
Zeta toggle.
Zeta.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, because I'm okay with the no active reload damage buff anyway, because then you actually know what the damage is going to be like coming at you. You don't know if he has an active or if he doesn't.
Right.
So you don't know if you're going to get that double damage or not. Like, you don't know how much that shit's going to hurt. Because a lot of times you'll push, you'll think, all right, I can get in his face, get dropped instantly by that one like active reload shotgun shot.
Yeah.
So I think it does make the game more consistent. And usually if you know your camera is frozen.
Well, I can
He
see
has his
myself.
only face.
Still
with
frozen.
You got this like perfect pose looking at the screen, like not moving. So
Do I have to hang up now and like come back?
no, just turn the camera off and on. You should be good.
Oh. Well, that was like an issue on your end. I don't know.
No. Yeah, it'll probably spin for a bit, but you'll be good. Yeah, there you go.
You're back.
Yep. So Gold Glove, I know you wanted to talk a bit about why there aren't more big personalities from the competitive side doing stuff, and you know what they need to be doing to build up, helping out Gears in general and stuff. So you know you could start off with that.
I mean, I see all these guys, all these pro players, you know, they're tweeting and stuff about how they should get more followers, they should get more of a following, you know, stuff like that. But you can't just because, and I'm not saying that if you're good at a game, you don't deserve a following, but there's more to it. It's not just about being good at a specific game. You actually have to have a personality. You have to be more than just a player inside of a game. Kendall is one of those people. His YouTube following is huge because not only is he fucking awesome at the game, but he has a personality and he shows that personality in his videos and he helps his viewers. Same thing with Fallout. Fallout's been doing an amazing job of that. He came out and started making videos. You know, I finally got him to do that. And it just blew up. His YouTube blew up because he shows his personality inside of his videos. And another thing is, it's about... you know, someone in the stream just said it. It's you don't want to go into making videos thinking, you know, you're the best and you know, like I already deserve I deserve the best. You want to go into it thinking, you know, like how can I improve on making my own videos? How can I improve on building my own fan base and having people support me? You shouldn't just expect people to support you right off the bat. You got to build up to that. So. I mean, I know there's a lot of pro players out there, especially in the Gears scene, that want to do something, that want the community to grow. And I feel like more and more people need to do it just like Kendall and Fallout. And like they need to build themselves up to a point where they can bring their following over and help the entire Gears community grow. So
yeah, I mean,
that's just my opinion on it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we all agree with that. I mean, we've been preaching it every week that they need to all wake up and start doing something besides just playing. I mean, every week we say this, and every week we hope they're going to finally wake up, but they don't. I mean, it's the same people doing the same things. Nobody else has really stepped up. And then they wonder why, you know, like why people have more viewers than the others, why they get this, why they get that. Well, it's because we're actually doing stuff. We're not just playing. We're not just clicking broadcast and doing the same thing we do every day. That's the thing. And
like I've been clicking on some of these streams of the pro players. You know, I'm trying to find out which pros that, you know, I don't know. Like I like clicking through on the Twitch, browser and looking through all the pro players and seeing how they're doing. And I've seen a few that they interact with their stream, but most of them they don't even act like they're streaming. They just think that they can click the button and make some extra money on the side if they're partnered. But like, that's not how you build a following. That's not how you get people to actually want to watch you all the time.
Yeah.
So.
Right.
I mean, I wish they'd realize that.
We started that a long time ago. When I started streaming like 3 years ago, and I just did it for fun. We actually did it for our sponsor. We played Gears too, and then we started streaming, and it just happened over. Like Kenny and I just kept going with the viewers, kept going playing, and we did a lot of fun stuff with them. And then as soon as Gears 3's the beta dropped and then the game dropped, everybody was bitching at me and CrReam saying, "Oh, why do you guys have so many viewers than us? How come you guys have more viewers over there? We place better than you guys. Like we're the shit." Like
Yeah, pretty much.
Hey man, I've never placed, and I get viewers. So
exactly.
I'm one of the worst players you'll ever see stream Gears of War, but I just have fun, and the viewers like it.
That's what it's all about.
Exactly. So I don't know. I mean, obviously from a casual player standpoint, like they're gonna want to watch pro players. If more pro players went out and started their own YouTube channels and actually took it seriously and like did a good job doing it, they would get tons and tons of viewers. Like it would happen.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's something I'm trying to even get myself started in. I'm so hooked on streaming and doing stuff on Twitch. It's like, and I don't even know where to start with YouTube that I just haven't gotten to going yet. I know Uleet was trying to do that too at first.
Yeah, and then my Vegas crashed, and now I'm trying to work on what's it called? The new the program that Final Cut. I'm trying to get used to Final Cut.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you use that GoldGlove or I don't know if anybody even uses that.
No, I'm a Windows guy, so I use Sony Vegas, but
Vegas, yeah, it's giving me great results every time I make videos.
I mean, my biggest suggestion is just it takes time. It's not going to be an overnight thing. You're not going to upload a video and get 100,000 views in the first night. Like it's just not going to happen. It's going to take time. I've been doing YouTube for 4 years, solid. Like I make videos every single day, multiple videos a day, and now it's just kind of becoming something larger, than it was before. But I feel like a lot of people just think they can upload a video and boom, they're popular overnight. It's not going to happen. It's just that's not the way it works. So, dedication and just being, just consistent with your content is what it's about.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think one of the key things that you said, Goldie, is one of those things that I think even if you feel like you're proficient at, let's say, a game or editing or YouTube or whatever, one of the things that I always look to do is like continue to learn. So like, I'll hop on T Martin's channel and I'll look at some of his videos and, he does Call of Duty. It's just completely different from Gears. And it's like, well, what can I learn from this? How is he talking to his audience? How is he engaging people? Same thing with your stream, Goldie, your channel, all the other big YouTubers out there. What are they doing to make themselves better or to engage their audience and to keep them coming back and to build that fan base? And I think that's one of the things that people don't realize. And before we even started the stream, is Uleet spinning for everyone?
Yeah,
he is.
Okay. One of the things that we mentioned, kind of talking into this, is I think a lot of pro players feel like it's their right, like they should just automatically have it just because. You should know me because I'm the shit. And that type of mentality. It's like, no, I'm sorry. You're not going to pull someone else's audience that's cares about the people or try to help them. Is entertaining and that's built something up over a course of however long. It's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen overnight. I completely agree with you. But the biggest thing I think that anyone should take out of that is that you're always constantly learning.
Yeah.
Whether it be new video ideas, new techniques, better ways to engage the audience, everything. It's just a learning process. And I think a lot of people need to kind of have that mindset.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, I would love to see all these pro players come out and start, like Fallout did a perfect job. If all the pro players did what Fallout did, the Gears community would blow up. It would be so huge because you'd have all those personalities, you'd have all that content, especially from the pro side of things. Everybody wants to see how good a pro player is. When I was first playing Gears of War, I was looking up pro players. That's how I found out about all you guys, way back in the day. And I mean, it starts there. And so if you had more pros to look at, the community is only going to grow from there. So,
Yeah,
you know,
that's why I feel a little bad on my end because I slacked off on that real hard. But I actually do plan on starting that like really soon. I want to start off my own tutorial thing, basics of gears. Because you'd be surprised how many people don't even know what right-hand advantage is in gears. Like they have no idea. No idea how to wall bounce or what it even involves, and like situational awareness on things, like where to look when, what to do when this happens. Like there's so many things that they do not realize in gears. Mainly because it's third person, they just don't know how to handle it.
yeah,
You
it's
guys
completely
think
different.
tutorial videos are just like what's actually needed in a
Yeah,
sense for just certain people out there and stuff? Or
yeah. I
what?
mean, I'm
I think
gonna.
it's more than that, though.
Yeah.
I think it's more than that. I think one of the things that I've started to gather from that, not just tutorials, but actually playing with people. It takes a lot out of your time, whether you're practicing or scrimmaging, whatever. Like you're a gamer and other people are gamers. Like we're all one community, whether you realize it or not.
Mhm.
And I think a lot of people actually want to have that opportunity to play with people as well. So I think that and kind of interacting a little bit more with the community is what is needed.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about, is interacting. I mean, I'm not a tutorial guy. I don't think I have the room to teach people how to play the game because I'm not one of the best. But like all my videos are just me being me and just playing the game and having fun and just showing my personality 100% of the time. And I think that's what brings people back. People come for the gameplay, but they stay for the personality.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
That's exactly it. I mean, I even preach that with streaming. I'm like, it's not that hard to hit broadcast and then just do what you're doing every day. People want to be talking to you. Like one of the biggest examples I see, like just on Twitch as a whole, man versus game. Most of you in here probably have no freaking idea who he is, but he is popular as hell on this site, mainly because he talks to all his viewers. He interacts with everyone. He has nothing to do with gears at all, but he's the perfect example of how easy it is to build it up if you just communicate with people in your stream. You got to interact with all your fans and stuff. I mean, or otherwise they're not going to come back. They're going to say, "Oh, look, it's just another guy playing. I don't really give a shit."
Yeah.
Mhm.
Definitely. So I mean, I don't really have anything else to say on it. Just the fact that if there's pro players watching right now, just don't expect like anything is going to be handed to you. You got to work for everything you're going to get. So,
Mhm.
just go out there and, I mean, do it. I mean, just show your personality. Don't try to just think that your gameplay is going to win you, an entire fan base.
No. Sadly, a lot of the pros think that. They think they should just be handed everything because of how good they're doing. That's it.
Yeah.
So, also speaking about amateurs and interacting with them and stuff, I'm giving you guys a little update on Cream of the Crop that I'm trying to start up. Any of you guys that don't know about it, it's going to be a weekly Gears of War 3 tournament on Beyond Gaming, and it's going to be free entry. Anybody can compete. But one rule I am making, because this is mainly for the amateurs, no pro teams allowed. Pro players allowed to compete, but no pro teams.
I like that.
You can only have one member from a pro team on any team. There cannot be two or more. That's it. You're allowed to mix it up. It's free entry, and I want this for the amateurs. I don't want kids that want to sign up and then see, oh my god, Infinity's playing. Fuck it. We're not going to do anything.
Yeah.
This is for the amateurs. This is not for, the top teams. They get enough. They got hype and everything. It's for the amateurs. That's what it's for. You guys want your time to shine, get a little spotlight. This is your chance, and hopefully it's going to be in 2 weeks. March 10th, I believe. I'm talking to Aaron tomorrow to get it going. The logo's like almost done, and everything's looking good to go. So you guys better be on that.
I'll definitely promote that because that sounds good. Those are the things that I feel like this community needs, just more events that aren't necessarily oriented towards the the competitive scene. Like, I know obviously that's great, but there's a larger community in Gears of War outside of the pro aspect.
Yep.
And so I feel like if you bring in those people, they're going to want to watch they're going to want Gears of War to be on MLG, on the circuit. They're going to, they're going to want to watch much more Gears, especially in the pro aspect of things. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I feel like we're like alienating everybody else. I mean, talking about like not hype specifically, but the invite. How everybody wanted just to make an invite only tournament.
That's the
I
problem.
I don't think that's the way to go on anything. Even if so I mean, some people will argue that okay, we're gonna make an invite-only tournament because some players that are not that well known will not show up. They'll say they show up, this and that. I mean, I kind of get that, but I feel like we cannot alienate anybody. We have to let anybody and everybody play in tournaments.
Yeah, at the same time, you stop the growth of the community when you have a hand-selected amount of teams that continuously get picked for certain events. How do you ever get those new people attracted to actually get into competitive Gears when they know, oh, I don't have that name from Gears 1 and Gears 2, so I'm not going to get picked for this private invite match in the first place, so why try?
Mm-hmm.
That's the exact thing we don't need.
Yeah, also what I plan on doing with this whole tournament is no-holds-barred tournament maybe, just to get some of those Hammerburst lovers in there. I don't know. I doubt I'll get as big of a turnout if it's like that. Some people might. I do want to try one tournament allowing the retro and the sawed-off and just see what happens. There's going to be a lot of raging, I know that, but it's a free tournament.
That'd be interesting to see, to be honest.
Wait, to do what?
Allowing, because I will never allow the Hammerburst in competitive play. It's just, I hate it. It sucks. You cannot tell me the Hammerburst is a good thing, but for Gears, it's not. It ruins the game. It makes it slow. You can't even move up on people. So one tournament, I'm going to try out to make Quinn happy. I'll throw in retro and a sawed-off, and that's as close as it's ever going to get to all starting weapons, just to see how it plays out. That's as close as it'll ever get.
Great.
Yeah, that's as close as it's going to get it until Quinn or Pete realize that Hammerburst needs some sort of firing rate limit or something for it to actually work competitively. But I don't think they ever will change that. So.
Nah. Nah, it ain't happening.
Yep. Good stuff.
Right.
So I know a lot of you guys saw yesterday some things that happened involving the whole G-Con All-Star match going on. Now, I'm not going to put names on blast about this. And in case you're curious about the whole thing, I'm going to link you right now. This is the whole thing. Pretty much G-Con decided to start up an All-Star match for, a lot of the top players and names in the community. Because let's face it, what else are we doing right now besides sitting around just scrimming? So G-Con put it up, and instantly hate came out because, as you can see, I'm on that list, and TheScarr is on that list, and technically we weren't even competing at the time, even though we are literally coming back. We scrimmed the day before that even went up. So hate came out, G-Con was put on blast, Lauren from the CEO of G-Con put on blast, saying it's a shitty organization. And all the pros that pretty much didn't get in that think they deserve to be in, just flipping out. When, this is for the community. Like, this isn't anything. It's not like we win something. This is just a show match. And once again, this isn't a Hypefestation All-Star game. This is a G-Con All-Star game. They can put whoever the hell they want in there. You guys, you think just because you go to Hype, you deserve everything. Hype is like a glorified LAN right now, local LAN. That's really what it is. It's not at that. It's not at that level yet. And the next one's even going to only be 16 teams invite only again. So, there's so many things I could say about it. But honestly, I am just disappointed in everybody that flipped out. Honestly, you think All-Star game should be based on skill and not popularity. What All-Star game have you ever seen in any professional sport that was not based on popularity? Who got in? You tell me that.
Hey, at least I'm not on the list. That would be even worse.
It's funny, in one of the comments, people were flipping out GoldGlove, and they said, he was like, CrReam's up there because he streams a lot, gets mad viewers, blah, 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 so of course he has the most votes. And they're like, if GoldGlove was on there, he'd have the most votes. And it's true,
Yeah.
I don't understand why people got there. And no, I do not hate on Hype because I got last. Yeah, I got absolutely demolished at the first Hype. So did Uleet. He was there with me.
I wasn't there.
Big whoop-de-doo, shit happens. That doesn't mean I hate Hype. I don't hate Hype at all. I love Hype for what they're doing. Hype is breathing a little fresh air into the game, keeping it going. But the problem is we don't have anything going for the amateurs, and that's the big chunk of the entire community. So, I know, Manny, you want to say some things on it, and Uleet, I know you got some things to say because you didn't like it at all. So, whoever wants to go first can just...
Go ahead, Manny. You haven't said one word. You go.
I'm going to be quite honest. I said that I wasn't going to come on here and call out names, but quite frankly, I'm disappointed in a lot of the pro players. A few selected people are actually at a Hype, some of their workers over there. And just the general hate that came from the selection of people is. I just wondered to myself, what kind of example are everyone setting for the newer players getting into this? Because everyone wants to say we need community growth, we need everyone to, be the leading example. So let me ask you this. When the minute the posting goes up, you take 10 minutes out of your day to bash the organization and the players selected. What are you honestly offering to the new generation of players coming in?
Not only that, Manny, this is the organization that is like as close as it gets with Epic. Like Epic works very close with GCon. So for all you top players out there that actually went out and bashed GCon, do you have any idea how stupid you just made yourselves look? Any idea?
They really don't get it. They don't get it one bit. And that's the huge problem in this. And it's like, I'm not going to sit here and say it's not all right for anyone to have their opinion on anything. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. But when you go out of your way to go ahead and disrespect the CEO or disrespect the organization just because you didn't get to see the people you like on a list, It's like, grow up and move on from it. It's a community event. It's a GCon event. The people weren't selected from who placed first in Hype for Station, 1 or 2. So if you're going to sit here and be butthurt about the situation and call people out, especially when you hold some kind of title in gaming, you just make yourself look like an idiot.
Yep.
And I'm just quite disappointed in a lot of the people who went around and just, bashed everyone, who wanted to go ahead and just throw out little punches about, who the real pros are. Let me explain something to you right now. Back then, when MOG was around, you were considered a pro when you actually placed pro there. Not because you got first at a land that had a good amount of money. But don't get me wrong, I love Hype. I love everything they're doing over there. Caesar, fucking Barbosa, everyone over there. But my whole thing is, once you judge one event off of something like, I'm entitled to this because I won Hype. Well, I got third in Hype at one event in Gears of War 3, and I deserve to be on that list. It's just like, step back and just look at that. You placed third in an event, and you feel self-entitled to everything. It's ridiculous.
Uleet got something to say. I know you had a lot on Twitter you were talking about.
Dude, Scar's right, man. You can't base off a single win. I mean, it is a great tournament that everybody's been putting together, with a lot of help from a lot of sponsors and stuff. But it's the only thing that's going on for Gears right now because we haven't heard anything from MLG. I know we haven't heard anything. The Winter Arena just finished with StarCraft. They didn't have anything else in there besides StarCraft. I think they're going to add what? Is Call of Duty even going on? I've been reading some tweets. Everybody kind of upset.
Yeah, the problem is Modern Warfare 3 has no LAN again, so
yeah, that's
not even
the big thing about.
And Halo Reach isn't even looking good for Columbus. From what I hear, there isn't a lot of passes being bought. Like there's a decent chunk left.
Yeah, I just don't know what's going to go on with MLG and Gears. I mean, if Call of Duty and Halo and everybody else is kind of like in limbo right now, it's kind of scary for everybody, that's like relying on older games to be played.
Yeah,
but like Scar said, we can't. I'm tired of all the players trying to whore themselves out on Twitter, whore themselves out on this, that, the other thing. Even when we first started streaming, when Gears 3 first came out, it was like, follow me. All you do is sit there and play it, and you can't do that. Like Brandon was saying, you have to be more, interactive with your viewers, and you need to do that stuff. You can't just expect it to be handed to you. And what drives me crazy about this whole poll thing is that the numbers of the poll do not reflect the numbers that are actually on here, the people that are on here. How many people are on the poll right now? Like 1,000 people have voted? There's not even 1,000 people in here. Well, it looks like it kind of looks shady, and it makes us look bad, I think.
I don't know. A lot of weird things happen. I mean, there's so many things I could say. I know ArCtyC just doesn't want to get involved in it.
I really don't want to touch anything with that. Like, when I made my little tweet about it, I saw a lot of people asking to vote for me. All I said was vote for your favorite players. I mean, honestly, it's so minuscule in the grand scheme of things. Like, what does the GCon All-Star game? What does it signify?
Yeah,
I don't get it.
Yep.
I mean, it's supposed to be a promotional event.
Yeah.
And I just have nothing to say, man.
My whole thing is that the whole GCon event itself, like if you think about GearsCon, it's not competitive whatsoever in a sense. They're integrating that to their fan base, which was casual Gears. So at the end of the day, when they add this to their website, and everyone actually gets to see these people, learn about them, the little bio that they have about them, and actually showcase their game style, their gameplay on a different level you can actually take Gears, that brings more attention to these teams, these players, hype itself. Just because people are like, oh, these guys are in a tournament, they won hype. What's that? And that's how you get the word around so easily on this. So everyone taking this as, oh, my pride is hurt because I'm not on this listing of here. And how do you have this guy on here that wasn't at hype number 2? It's just ridiculous to me. And it's a self-entitlement. It's all of these pro players thinking the community growth is their Twitter getting more followers or them getting a retweet is ridiculous. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to be personal. I don't see over maybe 10 people going out of their way for either free agents, for either people up on their coming stuff, to give them a true shot and be like, listen, I think you can go ahead and do it. It's, oh, you haven't done anything in Gears 1, Gears 2, and you know what, you're probably not going to do nothing in Gears 3, so you can keep walking. And with that kind of attitude, when MLG comes around, if it does, how are you going to sell those passes? Because last time I checked, that was our biggest problem. People not buying, the game dying.
Yep.
And quite frankly, when you only showcase the top people and everyone under them are insignificant, you're going to have no one really wanting to try because you're bashing and pushing everyone away from it.
It's true. I mean, this is just a community thing. Like I said, there's no reason everybody should have been up in arms. It's just there's just so many people flipping out because they're not even on it. And like now, say they do another one, now you're not even going to probably be in it because you just did that. I mean, you're just ruining your chances for yourself, making yourself look silly in front of Epic and G-Con. I'm sure people at MLG saw it go down too because they follow like all the Gears pros, and it's just not good. Like you can't act like that. And that's just what I kind of wanted to address because I understand why that's the most active this damn community has been since hype. A G-Con All-Star match goes up and people don't get in, so they all band together to say this is bullshit. That's the most active you guys have been. That's the most you've done since hype. Is that what it takes?
Bash.
That's the most active you've been is bash, because some of your favorite players weren't in it, and or you weren't in it. Like, come on. You guys want stuff, you got to work for it. It's as simple as that.
Not only work for it, you need to be appreciative of what you have in the first place, that people are giving you an opportunity for different things. And my whole thing is, if people have ideas on different tournaments, on different team matchups, why not set it up themselves?
Mm-hmm.
If you feel like you don't have the equipment, why not contact a bigger player or just anyone who has the equipment who's willing to go ahead and say, listen, let's do this tournament. This is a great idea. Let's go forward with it. Instead of what I saw yesterday was, oh, my God, you guys throw this tournament, so how about we do an old versus new? I want to be spiteful.
Yeah, I heard that, too.
My whole thing is, listen, if you thought about old versus new a week ago, why not bring it up? That would have been a great idea for the whole community to go ahead and showcase the brand new players versus the old ones and see who stood where. But instead, they're like, oh, you know what? Screw this All-Star event. Let's go ahead and throw a old versus new. And that just blows my mind right there. People get the initiative to want to do something when they want to be spiteful or they want to get self-gain only. And I don't see anything growing when everyone's attitude, or not everyone, when a select few attitude is that way.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, how many more times are we going to have to tell you guys every week to wake the hell up and start doing something? Like, stop just playing. Do something. Like, I'm talking about bringing back the Adopt a Noob program, where we bring in amateurs, 1 pro, 3 amateurs. You train the amateurs, and at the end you have a tournament just for shits and giggles. See who wins. Doesn't mean anything. Just to see who can actually make their little noobs the best. And like, who else is doing something with like that's not in here or has helped out with hype? Nobody. Like, unless you say like Fallout, who's on YouTube doing stuff, like nobody's doing enough.
Yeah.
There's just so much that can be easily done. It doesn't even take much. It doesn't. It takes like an hour out of your day, sit down, get some shit done. Boom. You've been productive.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind pushing forward with that Adopt a New program. I know certain people don't actually like that name or whatever, but it was catchy when it came out, and everyone was up for it.
I'm down to promote that.
And it's like, listen, if you're a noob, that's cool. I saw it as a GB warrior. I was playing GBs left and right, and that's how I bumped into CrReam. And he was like, hey, listen, I need one for an event. You want to come? Like, that's how simple it was.
Yeah, that's how we started back in the day. Yeah, he was so X-nasty and Demyelinator. You remember that? That dude?
Yeah, and that was the other guy I played GBs with. Yep. And what happened? Kenny said, listen, we need 2. You guys want to come play? We hop on a team. We get 7th at MLG.
And I beat the team that cut me 2 weeks before the event. Mm-hmm. What now, High Council?
Huge. I mean, everyone starts from that. and it's how you grow and how hard you work to become what you want to be, basically. And I think that program would be good to showcase some new people, help people learn and get interested in the game itself.
Mm-hmm. I mean, honestly, like Gold Glove, you are more in touch with like the casual amateur community than us on YouTube and such. I mean, don't you think these things would help out great? Like adopt a noob and all this stuff.
Definitely. I mean, if there's more people who take initiative and actually want to set up tournaments like that, set up events where you can get. I mean, I actually even have a few of my buddies who have been talking to me about setting up a Gears event through 360 Icons. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with their website.
Yeah, I know them.
Okay, well, they do a lot of Call of Duty events, and they have tournament brackets that can have 500-plus teams or something like that, just something outrageous. And, I have a few people who have been talking to me about setting up a potential tournament, just no minimum or no maximum of teams, just unlimited, as many teams as we can get, and then we just stream it and get some announcers, some pro players in there. They can be pro teams, they can be non-pro teams, they can be whoever wants to join, And there's more. There needs to be more people that take that initiative and go and do something like that, because that gets the community involved and into just the Gears of War scene, just more involved with more people. So, I mean, that's what needs to be that's what needs to be done all the time. So, I feel like if more people can kind of stand up and take that role. I mean, I know that's difficult. I know it's a lot of work. But if you really care about your community, if you're sitting there on Twitter complaining about how you deserve to get more support and you deserve to be on the pro circuit, then stop talking about it. Go out and do something and help yourself, That's how I feel about it. So, there's people out there who can change it. They just got to do it.
Yeah, that's what we say every week. Do it already, please. Please do it. I want you to do it. Get bigger than me. I want you to get more viewers and followers and everything. Go ahead, because then that's better for the game. I don't care. That's the thing. Like, if you build up, the things around you, you're going to grow too. Don't be selfish and only try to build yourself up. I mean,
Make it a YouTube tonight.
Yeah, I mean, like, I retweet people every now and then when I can, but honestly, retweeting, what does that do? Gives you, 10 more viewers might hop in there? It doesn't do much.
I gotta touch on that, let alone. There's some pro players who actually get butthurt about that.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm not gonna call no one out. If you're in the stream and you know what I'm talking about, you know who they are. When it's just like, oh, the community's not supporting me because when I posted I'm streaming live, no one hit retweet. so how is this community gonna grow right now if I'm not getting retweeted?
It's so true. It's happened to me. I get called out because well, why didn't you retweet me, man? It's like, I didn't see it. You think my face is glued to the goddamn tweet deck all day? Like, I'm streaming most of the time or I'm doing something else. Like, you really expect me to, retweet every damn Gears stream I see? What are you going to do? You just can't please everyone. You really can't. It's impossible. They always find something to bitch about. Another thing... what are you going to say? Go ahead.
Let Kendall talk. He hasn't said it.
You've been
go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Listen, you guys are talking about stuff that I do not even want to get involved with. Like, I don't even want to touch it. I don't even want to say anything about that.
No, that's all right. That's why I didn't want to name names and stuff. I just wanted to be a general, opinion on everything that happened. I want to talk about, if you guys didn't know this weekend, I know it's, not technically Gears related, but with MLG, they had the whole pay-per-view event. And if you actually paid attention to it, it was pretty successful. It was really good. If you actually paid money to watch, it was damn worth it. So I'm assuming that they definitely met the quota they wanted, and I'm waiting to see the numbers when they post it out. But with the success of that, what do you guys think of Gears' chances to get picked up? Because as far as I know, MLG really wants the game. It's just they're missing the funds to put the game up.
I feel like we're so far behind, man. I just feel like we're so far behind, like where we need to be, what people expect, what's actually going to happen. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm being pessimistic about it, but, I called it way back when, and I just said, I felt like, back when we had the beta going and we weren't sure about what Epic's involvement with the game was going to be. I just felt like there weren't enough pieces in place to make Gears flourish. Like, there's not enough people that really care outside of, their little circle or whatever. it's just there's just so many different things, you know, in building up the community and getting people to watch and getting people to understand and getting people to say. I think the biggest thing, and this is one that I really want people to think about, is when you have someone, let's say on YouTube, Goldie, this is where I often get this. You could do something just ridiculously nasty. Or you could play against some other team or somewhere, you know, whatever the case may be. You have like 10 guys or 20 guys or 100 guys or 1,000 guys say, oh, that dude is not shit. I can do that nonstop. Yeah. I can do that all the time. And with StarCraft, people don't say that much. You know why? Because the level of play is so ridiculously high, and people in the PC community know that. It's like they recognize players for their abilities. And it's not like it's not achievable in Gears, but I feel like people don't understand the metagame. They don't understand what's going on. And, you know, despite having commentators in there, we're not getting a big enough draw and people that really care about Gears multiplayer to hop in and watch a stream and understand what's going on and understand how high level the play actually is. Because, you know, 9 times out of 10, you're not going to just hop into a match against Infinity or Insanes or, you know, any of the other top teams fathering. And you're just some random guy and going to be like, yeah, I'm going to shit on these dudes because they're awful. It's just not going to happen. You know, it's just not going to happen. And you just don't see that with StarCraft. You don't see people like, I will fuck Huck up. You don't see people saying that. You know,
that bitch don't know about my baneling bust.
Yeah. And I don't know if it's like a console gaming thing. I don't know what it is, but like, I just feel like there's just this gap where people watching shooters or, you know, console games and the people actually competing, it's like this just disconnect and people just don't get it. So I don't know what it's going to take, how people are going to, you know, be able to watch and understand that high level play. But I just feel like something needs to change. Like, I don't know if it's just the players interacting with community. I don't know if it's commentators being more involved in explaining things in detail about the game. I don't know what it is, but something needs to change majorly. And I'm being dead 100% serious. Like, I am legitimately concerned. And I will even say this, it's been so, like, dismal for me. Like, I haven't had the will to, like, want to scrim as much as I was because there's, like, nothing on the horizon. You know, I'm just getting on to play, and it's like I could take a month off and go play all the other games I want to and then hop back on in a month because the teams aren't going to really grow. Nothing is going to really change that much. And I'll be right back in the same spot that I was, and I probably won't really miss a beat. Yeah. You know what I mean? I kind of have that general attitude right now. So it's like I just don't see things changing. And the G-Con thing is just another example of why we are just like so far behind, like people's mentality. It's like we're dealing with you know, pubescent adolescents that only care about being known and shit. And it's like, get over it. I'm just like so fed up with hearing stuff like that. It's just, I don't know.
That's what scares me because I see a lot of these pro players or, you know, just players in general who think they're like we were talking about, sense of entitlement. And right now, I mean, like, it's kind of a scary place right now because in a year from now, they're not, if they think they're entitled to something now, like when Gears starts to fade away because it's the third one, you know, I'm not sure what they're doing in the Gears series, but let's say they don't come out with another Gears game, what are these pro players going to do? Like, they already think they're entitled to something right now. Like, what are you going to do when your game is completely 100% dead? Like, you gotta do something. You gotta, I don't know. It just, that's what I think about when I think about, you know, later down the road and in the future.
Yep.
You know, you got to do something now. Stop waiting. You got to do something right now.
Yeah, it's now or never right now for this game and the community. I mean, if you look at the pro, I don't think they realize that once this game's dead, what are they going to do? They're going to go around and say, hey, you should watch me because I was a Gears pro in some other game?
Exactly.
Like, then people aren't going to give a shit. Oh, you were pro Gears. Well, that's a third person and this is first. I don't really care. Like, it's just, I don't know what they expect. I mean, I hope this game doesn't die. I mean, I think we're at a point right now where if we start doing the right things, it could pick up. And, you know, if MLG hops on board, obviously that's huge. But, I mean, a lot of people got to wake up and start doing things. You got to realize, what are you going to do after Gears? If there even is another Gears, like you said, we don't know. I'm not sure if there will be. If there is, even another Gears, there'll only be one more, and that
Yeah.
might be like the old school, you know,
Prequel or
the
something.
Pendulum Wars things where it was
Yeah.
humans versus humans and shit. No Locust, but that's doubtful to me. I don't even know if that'll happen.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you got Epic now making this Fortnite game. I don't really see them too into making another Gears. So I mean,
rumors have it that, and I'm just gonna go ahead and say this because you know, Quinn was in, I believe, Warsaw. Is that correct? I think he was out in Poland or Warsaw, wherever the hell that is.
Sure.
Warsaw, Poland. That sounds right. And the company, and again, this is all rumor, speculation. Gears 4 is supposed to be developed by some company that's located in that area. And Quinn just happened to be in that area. So, you know, deductive reasoning for me means that, you know, they might have been talking with another studio out there, but I don't know. But, I mean, if you guys look, it's supposed to be Gears 4, it's supposed to be made by some company, kind of like Call of Duty, or not Call of Duty, Halo and, was it 343? Kind of like that.
Yeah,
so yeah. I think that it's not likely to happen that we'll see, you know, the same Epic making Call of Duty. They might be, or Halo, they might, or Halo, Gears. They might be involved with Gears, but I don't know if they're going to be developing it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, those are all things to think
that's
about.
some straight up Sherlock stuff right there, Pete.
What did you say?
I told you some
Pete
Sherlock
said
stuff.
Sherlock ArCtyC.
Looking into things, yeah. See what you're doing, Pete.
On to us.
I'm just hoping for the best with all this. I mean, I really don't want this to die off, but if people keep acting the way they are and they're not really bringing more people in, then it's going to happen. Like I expressed about the hype events, all right? The stream numbers, let's talk about that. They're all excited saying that, oh, there's 10,000 people watching hype, blah, blah, blah. That's 10,000 people tuning in to Twitch TV and you're on the front page. That's not 10,000 people like, holy shit, there's a Gears of War tournament, let me go watch. That's not it. If you do just hype, no front page, and just straight publicity through Twitter, Facebook, all the social media sites, you'll get maybe a few thousand. Maybe. Because I think at the last King of the Couch even, I was around 1,500 without front page, and that's a local LAN. I mean, you guys got to be bringing more people in, or it's really not looking good. You guys are acting like everything's okay, not really caring, but you do care, because, I mean, come on, look what happened yesterday. You don't get in this G-Con thing and you're all up in arms? Like the entire community up in arms?
To me, the most scariest part about the whole community is that, yeah, there's a lot of people from, like, you know, from the newer coming people who are just like what ArCtyC said, is just like, I can do what he does easily. Like, he's nothing to me. I see that on the usual, and I usually shit on those kids. Mm-hmm. But when you have the people at the top who are regarded as like the veterans of the game, who've been here for so long, with the ones with the negative attitudes, all you're doing is trickling that down to the new players. So you give them that whole personal attitude or that whole personal, like, demeanor of just like, oh, fuck you, I do what I want to do. And by the way, you're not shit. And when I get a chance to play you, you won't be nothing. So it's like when you go from the top people and they all have that same idea of when they don't get their way, it's just, oh, yeah, screw you. It's even scarier that I think the community won't go anywhere unless everyone gets like, I'm not expecting overnight for everyone to be like, oh, let's hold hands and if you need you know what I mean? Like, I don't expect that, but just small little changes like this. Like, if you think to yourself, I'm about to get a badass response from this tweet I'm about to send, you probably shouldn't send it. You know what I mean? Like, that's common sense right there. There's always cause and effect for what you do. And if you actually do care about the community, make it grow. Don't care about your own personal growth, because at the end of the day, when everyone sees you helping everyone and trying to persuade everyone to get better and become like one in a sense and just push this game to MLG or just something bigger, everyone's going to be like, oh, that's the guy to follow. Because when this game was hectic and everywhere and everyone was cursing each other out, he was the stable one, like, hey, listen, we should go ahead and do this. This is how we should promote each other. This is everything. But I feel like you guys in this room are a great selection of that. And there's some people in the stream right now, you know, even some of the hype people, some of them, who are actually doing the right things and taking the correct step in that way. And I appreciate every single one of them.
I mean, like somebody just said in the chat, who was that? Just scrolled past. I missed it now. Clicks just said, you know, pros need to be making montages, like good gameplay. How hard is that? Get somebody to just throw together some clips for you. You know you can find any hardcore fan out there. Be like, oh, I'll make it for you because he'll feel like he actually did something to help the community. I mean, just go out there and ask. There's people that'll help. I mean, it's
if a pro player comes to me and tells me that they have recorded gameplay, I will hook you up with one of the best editors I can find.
See?
And I have a long list of solid editors that can do an amazing job and would be happy to help you.
Yeah.
So
see how simple that is even already? Like, I just bring it up, boom, he's got people to help. I mean...
And this is how we're going to do it. I'm going to be the first person. Listen, I need some help. I got some good clips.
All right.
I don't know what I'm doing. All right.
Let's make it happen, man.
I mean, like, it's just as simple as that, guys. Just ask for help or anything. I mean, do something. You need help, ask. Don't just not do it because you don't know what you're doing. I mean, I'm down to help anybody, even streaming on Twitch, ideas on what to do. Like, you can ask some of these people, these Envy guys on Twitter have been hitting me up, and they're asking me what ways to, try and boost their stream and stuff, and I help them out all the time. I can give them advice here and there. You guys got to do that. Got to be nice to people. I mean, honestly, Gold Glove, if you were a total dick on YouTube and just did not care what anybody thought, would you be nearly as big?
No, not even. No, I think the reason I have so many viewers is because people can relate to me, and I don't, I try to make sure that people can kind of feel like they're a part of my everyday life when I'm doing live streams and videos, and I'm actually talking to my viewers. I'm not talking down to them. I don't think I'm better than anybody. And I think that just kind of, I don't know, that's just how it's worked out. And I think if I was rude to everyone, nothing, this wouldn't have happened. I don't think I'd be in this certain situation, so.
Yeah. I mean, the problem I saw with something is like some of these gear streams, they're taking shit for granted, even the small things they've even accomplished now, streaming-wise, and they don't really give a shit about the people coming. They just want to see the number go up. They don't actually give a fuck who it is that's in there. I mean, it's pretty damn obvious. I mean, I throw the love out as much as I can to you guys because you guys are so much damn fun to stream with. I mean, the stuff you show me, especially chaotic with some of those pictures he made with like me and Scar and the whole the crunk juice thing. Oh my god! But like,
Hilarious.
It's just I don't even know what else to say. I lost my train of thought. But be a little nicer to your viewers, guys. Get something going. Something actually related Gears 3 gameplay-wise, I'm not sure we ever brought it up because I never thought about it. It's just a little thing that I know some people don't really talk about is relating to Omni Evade. Somebody tweeted at me, and they want to know our opinions on if it actually helps or hurts you as a player and if they should use it.
Well, first, who plays with Omni Evade off?
Yeah, does anybody play with it off?
Me. I don't play with it.
You don't play with it? I play with it.
I'm gonna tell you guys this is really sad. For the first couple months, I didn't even know it existed. Until my old teammate Jay told me, "Listen, this Omni Evade is screwing me up. I'm gonna turn this off." I said, "Turn what off? What are you talking about?" So it's just like, for me personally, I never even noticed it in the sense of it bringing me down as a player or anything else like that. I didn't see any effect on me personally.
All right. Uleet?
I don't. I have it on, so.
I'm the only one that has it off?
Yeah.
I don't like it, man, because I'll start running. Sometimes sometimes when the controller just starts getting screwy, it starts getting old. Sometimes you'll press forward, but it'll be like a little bit to the right. So you'll roll to the right of the wall or like roll to the left. I have that off, and I also play alternate. So I switched to alternate like 3 months ago. I don't know if any of you guys play on alternate.
No, I don't. I tried playing alternate, and it just completely failed for me after a little bit. I was hitting all the wrong buttons the entire time. Even when I thought I got it down, I was still screwing up and hitting the wrong buttons, so I just went back to the good old, multi-use A button.
I love alternate.
Yeah.
Also, Tom going to ask what it is. Basically, it switches, X is your roll, and A is you take cover and you pick up weapons with Y.
Yeah.
So, and what it does is, sometimes when you play on regular controls, you press A to take cover behind a wall, and you're really close. Like, you think you're going to take cover behind it, and sometimes you'll just roll in place, and you'll just pop up. Somebody can kill you.
Mm-hmm.
It completely takes that away, and that hasn't happened to me once yet after switching.
Yeah, it does completely eliminate that random factor, which is good if you can get it down, though. Like, otherwise, it'll really screw you up if you're just not very good with it. I'll tell you that myself. I screwed up so many times where I'm trying to roll, and my dude just stands there. And I'm trying to figure out what I just did.
On the Omni Evade thing, the one thing I noticed with it is, when you're around corners and you get that rollback like it's almost like a lag. You lag back into the position you were in. I noticed when you have Omni off, and it makes you, you roll side to side, straight forward, obviously. When you do those corner rolls around like, a piece of cover, and you're trying to roll around a wall, you don't come back because you can't actually perform that roll.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the only like negative effect I've had with Omni. It's just if I'm on a piece of cover and I do like a side roll, I don't know what degree that would be, like I don't know what the hell degree that is, not 90. But when you roll around the cover, it brings you back. So that's the only thing that's really negative for me on it. But other than that, I like it.
Yeah, I wish I could get it down. I really do.
Wait a minute. So you telling me that has to deal with when you jump over cover and sometimes you end up right back behind it? Or when you roll and you pull right back to it?
It's only when you roll. Not a mantle. Only if, like, let's say you're on a wall on like a doorway's right in front of me, of you, and you want to do like a roll that's I'll do like a clock, like a 10 o'clock roll. So you want to roll 10 o'clock around that cover, it'll bring you back. Whereas if you have Omni on, you can't actually perform that roll. You can only roll to the to the right of the wall. So you could, if you were at a doorway, you could roll to the other side of the doorway. You can't actually, unless you turn your body and then roll. If you know what I'm saying. But
okay.
The best way to do it is like in a video or something like that. But that's the only time I've noticed like a glitch, I guess, with Omni.
That's
okay,
good.
Morgan asked what's the difference between Zeta King of the Hill and regular King of the Hill.
Okay. Zeta King of the Hill, what they did, if you guys didn't hear us talking about it earlier, what they basically did is they eliminated stopping power and active reload damage buffs. And you're also only allowed to use a Lancer Nasher. Now, I don't know if that's a hint towards, us for the private match thing like we talked about before, like a toggle for it to turn it on and off. But I don't know. I guess we'll see with time. And it makes it, pretty much Gears 1-ish, but not exact because the active reload doesn't do damage. It just lets you reload faster. That's about it. And normal King of the Hill, as you know, it has stopping power and all the basic things that you have in Gears of War.
Pete just asked, Kenny, would you play at a sensitivity above 20?
Oh yeah, I remember you tweeted about that, Pete. I think you or Quinn tweeted about that a few weeks ago or a week ago. And honestly, I'm not sure. Like I play at 19, 17, 19 now, and I just feel comfortable at it. I've never really ventured to the 20 mark. I would definitely try it out, though. If it was actually put into there as an option, I would, of course, try it out. And you would see some people getting some nasty whip shots in 360 chunks with higher sensitivity than 20. So, I mean, I'd be definitely interested in giving it a shot. I don't know about you guys.
I play 20-20-20, so I'd be willing to try it out.
I just switched over, too.
I did that for the first week and stopped.
I can't play 20 on target sensitivity. I think I don't know. I don't feel like I'm as accurate with Lancer pistol.
I've played it since day one, so it's just what I feel comfortable with.
Natural,
yeah. And then I've always played high sensitivity on all the other gears, so I just thought, max it out, it'll be the same, and then I just got used to it. So I don't know.
Now that Brennan said that, I always wanted to ask Pete, what is the highest sensitivity on Gears 1 and Gears 2 compared to Gears 3? Like, what number would it be?
Yeah, that's actually a good question.
We'll see. I mean, I don't think it'll be nearly close to 20. I don't think that.
No,
was it in Gears? Like a 4 or something like that?
He said no clue those games.
It's high, low, medium, low.
Those games are bad.
Come on. Gears 1 was the best.
Have you guys played Gears 1 lately?
No.
Oh, God.
What'd they do to it?
No, it's not. They didn't do anything to it.
Oh.
It
feels
hard
to play.
Awful.
Yeah.
It does feel really bad. Like, compared to Gears 3.
Oh, of course,
like, I don't know why so many people bitch about Gears 3. If you go back and play Gears, I can't even play Gears 2. Like, I can't touch it. I can at least put Gears 3 in my disk tray and load up, a map and walk around, but Gears 2, I'll like break that shit if I try to put in my my disk tray. But Gears 1, it's like it feels slow, it feels clunky, not as fluid. And then Gears 3 is like super smooth. And maybe it's the dedicated, but shots register, everything feels a little bit more consistent.
Yeah.
And still people complain like no other.
Oh, you're always gonna have complainers. No
it's
matter what.
like, man,
Someone actually said in the chat, they said that porting over your live streams is a good start to make a YouTube channel, and I would have to disagree with that just for any people watching thinking about doing that, because I feel like you should definitely separate your live streams from your videos. I've seen some other pro players try to do that, and they just don't work out. People don't really notice it, and you want your videos to be, I don't know, it's hard to explain. You don't want to upload an hour-long stream and cut it up into 15 pieces where it's just you sitting there in a dark room, while you're playing Gears. Like, that's just not
With your shirt off?
God, don't get me started on that.
We will
Shots fired.
I'll call Nick out because I've told him, I'm like, Nick, but you can't do that. You can't just port over your live streams. That's not how you start a YouTube. That's not how you get viewers. So, yes, to Nick, you can't do that, bud. You just can't do it. I love him. I love Nick, but Jesus, you can't do that.
I don't know.
Your shirt off isn't going to get you that many viewers, bud.
Oh, man. Yeah, I only have, I think on my YouTube, it's just stream highlights, like some of the funniest or wildest stuff I've done. I don't have, actual full matches on there. That's pretty much all I got on there.
Yeah.
Like Brendan said, it's very impersonal because you're just uploading a video that you did no work on it. It's just something you just did. It's just you playing.
Mm-hmm.
At least on YouTube, you can upload some commentary, talk to them, do stuff, and it's just impersonal, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
I like it. I wanted to mention to you guys the Iowa Pro Gaming Challenge. If you are in here, it is coming up on March. Where is it? 17th to the 18th. I mean, if you guys want to show that Gears of War isn't dying at all, go buy these passes. There's 12 left. I'm going to link you to it right now.
So that means only 4 passes sold, correct?
Yeah, there's 16 passes available. Only 4 have been sold so far, according to that site. And I know it's in Iowa, guys, but it's still a place to compete for Gears. And, when I was tweeting it out, again, I got people like, but it's in Iowa. I'm like, where else are you going to go to compete right now? There's nothing. Well, how are you going to complain where it is? If you are anywhere close to Iowa, I'd be going there, because what else ever happens in the Midwest to West Coast, honestly? For Gears?
Yeah.
It used to be eBash. That's about it. Now it's
And
nothing.
WSBG.
Yeah.
2007.
That was old school. And then they also had, the Underground Gaming League or Challenge, what was it called?
They never paid people out.
Yeah.
GS?
They never paid people out.
I know. I'm just saying, but they had tournaments.
They'll give you an email, we'll get back to you. Thanks for winning. Contact you later.
It's true. I mean, I don't really have... Oh, also, another tournament to mention for you guys, so you guys got stuff to compete in. There's the FYC, if you know them. They're having an online Gal 3 tournament on March 24th. And it's going to be free entry. Anybody can hop in and play. Oops, I forgot I popped out the chat. Here you guys go. You can go there, check it out, sign up. I believe first place is just, each player gets a set of the new Turtle Beaches and stuff. So once again, I mean, it's just another tournament for you guys to look into and compete in. And, like I said, I will update you on Cream of the Crop. I swear. It's going to happen.
Doesn't Gal Nation have March Madness?
Yes, there you go, Gal Nation. There you go. I think I have it here. Yeah, somebody gave it to me, the Gal Nation. They're also looking for 2 to 3 casters to cast the tournament. I'm trying to find the link. So if anybody from Gal Nation's in here right now, please link it. I do not have it. I don't know where I put it. But it is going to be on March 10th, and it's going to be streamed on twitch.tv/GNLive, and they only have one confirmed caster, which is me. So,
Okay.
I mean, well, that's the same day I'm supposed to start creaming the crop, so I mean, we'll see now. I don't know. I might push it back a week then, but just hit them up. I believe, did somebody post it in here yet? Nope. Well, crap.
Don't forget about that tournament we were in last night, though, too.
Yeah.
Beyond Gaming Express Series?
Yeah. Yeah, there's that. Beyond Gaming had their series. Also, bringing up that, too, because Rod just posted it March 17th. They're having King of the Couch, local Gears 3 LAN in Jersey. He just posted the link right there. Click on it. You'll see everything going on. I usually cast those. So, I mean, I should be there. Everything's good to go. And, just another local tournament for you guys to go out to and, get a little spotlight.
I got another one, too. There's a 2v2 tournament hosted by galforums.net. I don't know if you guys heard of it, but I'll post a link for that, too. It's March 24th to March to the 25th.
And these events right here, guys, these are all things, every one of you, if you have a team or even you have some friends and you're interested in getting involved, these are things for you guys to take place in. It's free entry. It'll allow you to get a feel for competitive and how you stand and what you need to learn, get ideas from other people. So take advantage of the opportunity that you have and go ahead and be a part of it. It doesn't do anything to you besides take up some time, which I think you would want in the first place to become a better player.
Yeah.
There's also a lot of people. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was going to say there's a lot of people that are also doing, small tournaments like that stream, and they only have like 12, 15 viewers, and they're giving out 1,600 Microsoft points, all this other stuff just to keep it going. I forgot their names, but I'm looking for the streams right now. There's a bunch of people that have been doing that on the weekends, and we need to just get involved. Go on Twitch on the weekends, look up Gears of War 3, and see if there's any tournaments on there.
Yeah. On that note, I do not have anything else to talk about. I don't know if you guys have anything else you want to touch base on. Just little things you want to, give shout-outs to. Anything you guys got planned, you can go ahead.
My brother's back. For
all
you guys out there. Yeah, my brother
Orange
started playing again. So Orange, he came back Saturday. I guess I could kind of tell you guys the story with that since we're about to wrap it up. So you guys, I remember I like maybe 2 weeks ago I said he was coming back, and then it was that weekend he was going to come back. And so that the Xbox that he had at eBash, they modded the Xbox in 2009 or whenever Modern Warfare 2 came out. To get it early. I've ordered some information there. Yeah. So anyway, my brother gets his box sent to him because he had left it at the house back in Ohio. So gets that shipped to him. And when he got it shipped to him, it's one of the original Xboxes. So the port, in order to plug in the Xbox, is like that metal rod tip to put it in the Xbox. And that port was wrong. Right? So he then goes to GameStop. And I was like, Carrington, you gotta go to GameStop and get one of the new ones. He goes to GameStop, and he only goes to one GameStop, right? And they didn't have it. So he calls me back. He's like, man, they're all sold out. So he orders one from Amazon. Amazon gives him the right power brick to plug into his Xbox, but it was a 3-prong input for the plug. They gave him a 2-prong. So then he still couldn't play. So this is like another week. Week has gone by. So I'm like, Carrington, man. Why aren't you on? He's like, man, they sent me the wrong prong. I can't plug in. It's the wrong outlet. So I'm like, dude, man, you're having all these issues. So it's like, all right. I was like, I'll call up some GameStops. There's 13 GameStops in this area. I call the 4th one, figure out one. He goes over there, gets the power supply, plugs it in, updates his Xbox, and gets an E66 error.
What?
E66 errors for modded Xboxes. Yep. They're broken, so you can't use them at all.
Oh my
God. They
God.
called me up, like, man, as soon as I updated my box, it wouldn't work. I think it's because it was modded. I was reading around, it was modded Xbox. I was like, dude, when I was at eBash, I switched out mine and got it, one of the other ones after we did that. And he was like, oh, I didn't think about doing that. So then, a couple more days goes by. He's like, all right, I don't know what to do. I might not be able to play until like sometime in March. I was like, dude, just go on Craigslist. So he looks on there. He sees a few for like $100. Then he's like, all of a sudden out of the blue, he's like, dude, I got the hookup. One of my boys at work is going to give me an Xbox. And I was like, really? So the next day, it was just this past weekend. He doesn't say anything. He just hops online. It's like, what's up, guys? I'm on. I'm back. So that's my brother. My brother's back, Orange.
Hey, I'm back.
Long story for you guys. It's fun, kind of funny.
Now, question with that. So, is he gonna be playing with you guys, or? Because I know that's got to be on your mind. I mean,
it is. Obviously, he's a big time player in my opinion. But he's focused on a lot of different things right now, and I don't think I would want to be like, hey, Carrington, want to try to play for us? And we talked about it. He said he doesn't really have the time for it right now, but he said he is interested in competing again, but just not with Gears 3.
Okay. All right. Anything else you guys got, or you want to just pretty much wrap it up? It's been about an hour, a little over that.
Zeta, I want Zeta in private matching. I want to be able to play scrims on it, please.
Yeah, Pete, you kind of make me want to kill myself when
He's too much of a troll. He won't do it.
Yeah, when I go from Zeta to a scrim, I pretty much want to just snap the disc in half. Like it ruined Gears for me, giving me the taste. I feel like I'm addicted to something. Like I just got an itch for it, and when I scream, it's like it's just not right. It's not cool, man.
The face isn't on here, but I was gonna give him some shit because of
What?
what he said about Zeta being slow. Like,
You said
go
that?
to the private page, guys. Go to the private page.
I'll go. Yeah.
Look up what he said. I might have to quote it for you guys so you guys can.
No, I'm going right now. Hold on. Where is it? Is it gone?
No, it can't be gone.
Oh no, here it is. Here. Yeah, he said, "I feel slow playing it, like they took out stopping power and dulled movement speed. Something doesn't feel right. It's like you're heavy, ready for Alpha to be back. I've been asking a lot of people. Mixed feelings, good and bad. I didn't like it very much, but still grinding on it."
What?
I'm gonna tell you this.
What?
He has been playing too much League of Legends to know how the hell Gears of War feels right now. All right, I'm gonna go on record saying that because if he thinks that is slow, I can't say anything in regards to that. Seriously, I don't know what to tell him because
I think it's just because he's hibernating for the winter.
I was hoping he was going to be on tonight so I could confront him about that statement. I was just completely
gonna
Zeta
press him on that.
slow?
I told him, I was like, maybe your locust stepped in some jelly, dude. I don't know. I got nothing.
So
Oh,
that's it. That's all I got for
yeah.
you.
You guys got anything? Anything else to touch on?
Oh, no, but I would like to point out that Nick Merckx just came in and said he's going to stream in 2 seconds.
Shirt off, baby. Hey,
Leave
Nick,
the shirt
put some-
on.
Nick, can you put some oil on your body this time for us?
Now, Nick, I honestly hope you're not just doing that because you see stream numbers and want some of them. After what we just talked about.
He told me he just likes it. It's comfortable.
I don't know. I can't be on cam. I mean, I know I'm not in good shape to even be saying that as an example, but I mean, I couldn't be on cam even if I was in that shape with a shirt off every single day. Like, it's just, I don't know how you do it, how you enjoy that. Just people like staring at you with no shirt. All right. On that note, we're going to wrap this up. You guys give whatever shout-outs you want to anything you want to plug, you know, YouTube, Twitter, your stream, go ahead. And Manny, you want to go first?
Yeah, definitely. I want to go ahead and say a big thanks to Beyond Gaming, Hype, GearsCon, everyone else doing tournaments for the community, all the up-and-coming players on their hard grind right now, trying to go ahead and, you know, make a splash in the community.
Mm-hmm.
For the people actually productive in this community, to all you guys in this room right now, you know, ArCtyC, Kenny, you know, Gold, fucking Uleet, every one of you for doing your personal things to go ahead and, you know, bring the community in the right direction, and for the other people who are not even in here. And the community needs more people like that. And I think if everyone can go ahead and, you know, just pull together and make it for the better of the community, and hopefully we can get this game on something big, on another tournament, on MLG hopefully. Maybe we could be in those studios soon. That's what I'm hoping for everything. But I want to say a big thanks to everyone for the opportunity and having me in here, to Kenny and everyone else, and all of you is watching.
Cool. ArCtyC, do you want to go?
Sure. Shout out to Razor, as always, for supporting competitive Gears of War, supporting Amazing. Shout out to all my boys on the crew. Glad my brother is back. Get to get in some campaign gameplay. Haven't been playing campaign because Skyless doesn't like it. So I always had to beat the game with my brother. So glad he's back now. Shout out to you know, all of you guys in this room, man, for putting on the show week in, week out, and Goldie doing your thing on YouTube, helping the Gears community grow. Shout out to all of our supporters. Who am I missing? Shout out to my girlfriend. She always likes to shout out now. So that's all I got, guys.
Yuli, you're up.
All right. Well, I'm back from streaming. I want to thank all you guys for still staying, all my viewers and all the followers that we get from, you know, come and play with us and stuff. I just see the chat blowing up with the Adopted New program. Maybe we can all talk about it and, you know, maybe start that up soon.
Definitely.
I want to just thank all you guys for sticking around and, you know, coming to this show and giving everybody the support. You guys already think everybody wanted to thank, so let's keep it moving.
Go Glove.
Am I up?
Yep, you're up.
Oh yeah.
All right. Just shout out to my team Control, all my viewers, everybody that's in here in the stream. I appreciate CrReam having me on here. Kendall, you gotta keep it up, man. You're one of the few. You're a diamond in the rough, sir. You really are when it comes to this
Nice.
to the pro guys. And so shout out to everybody that's just in the Gears community. I love the Gears community. I've been a part of the Call of Duty community and the Gears community for a while now, and love the Gears community a little bit more, but I just want to thank everybody for watching and being so supportive.
All right. I'm just gonna give the basic shout out I give out every week. Shout out to Gal Nation, GearsCon, for always pushing forward, trying to help Gears out. Thank you, Pete and Quinn, for always actually talking to us and getting some insight on the things, looking into making changes for us, and trying to make the game that much better. Kona, of course, always trying to help us out, boosting the show, spreading it wherever he can. And I feel like there's more things I want to shout out, but I always forget something every week, but that's all right. Tune in next week. It'll be same time, Monday, 9 p.m. Eastern.
Can we get Quinn on the show?
I got to hit up his PR staff to do it. I got to hit up Will Kinsler and somebody else. But Quinn, we are going to be having Quinn Del Hoyo from Epic Games. He will be on the show. He told me who to hit up. I'm going to hit them up, and he'll probably be on in 2 weeks. So tune in next week, guys. Should be another good show, and thanks for watching.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Peace.